2 weeks ago, I was privileged to have the first of these Lenten meditations here at St. Wenceslas. So they brought me back. I started, if you remember, with a line from Psalm 76. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. And today I quote to you another line from the Psalms, just 2 Psalms later, 78. And it's a companion piece. God is God. But the psalmist says he remembered we are only human. In fact, let me quote the entire context of that statement. So it's Psalm 78, beginning in verse 37. For their hearts were not truly with him. They were not they were not faithful to his covenant. Yet he who is full of compassion forgave their sins and spared them. So often he held back his anger when he might have stirred up his rage. For he remembered they were only human. I remind myself of that reality every morning as I begin my prayer for the day. This may seem a little strange, even simplistic, but it has served me for years. It sets the right mood for me, the right mindset for me to begin my prayer. So I'll always make the sign of the cross, and then I end up saying, "Good morning, Lord. How are you?" And the answer comes back every day, perfect. And not just once, but 3 times. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I know this is my mind game, but it gets me focused. Because that 3rd time then, it's in 3-part harmony. The Trinity harmonized within itself. So there's all kinds of things flowing together that I recognize. God is God, and I'm not. Then it continues. I hear the voice in my head say, "And Ron, how are you today?" And my response is never perfect. But depending on the day, it's fine, it's frustrated, it's good, it's, whatever I'm feeling at that moment. To be honest with my God. The response then says, I admit I am human. And that Psalm 78 comes to mind. He remembers that I am only human. Kind of reestablishing that relationship that God is God and I'm not, but he never expects perfection. He remembers I am human. So then I call to mind 3 reasons, 3 realities for which I am most grateful. And all of us should be grateful. Thank you, God, for your love. Unconditional and always. And then I can remember the attributes of God. Love is patient, Paul's words. Love is kind. It is not jealous. It does not take offense. Thank you, God, for your love. Secondly, thank you, God, for your mercy. Forgiveness is always available, which implies to me I need to be honest with myself and admit my failings. But God is merciful. Thank you. And thirdly, thank you, God, for your presence. Again, it's the words of Paul. In you we live we move, we have our being. That somehow in this marvelous mystery of you as God, I'm a part. Then I can take a few deep breaths and move into the rest of prayer for that setting. But that certainly sets the tone, the mood, and I've been doing it for so many years. Once I begin the process, it takes me to the right place. The repetition has served me well. Because then, not only does God remember that I am human, I remind myself, and I can face the day with my imperfections, my failings, my weaknesses, as well as with my strengths, my resources, my talents, and no matter what comes my way, God is God. I'm not. And he remembers that I'm human. I'll just do the best I can in the time I've been given. So, be still and know that I am God. But always couple it with that companion psalm. He remembers you are only human. Good Lenten.